road now. All in the MIA, oh, like the. Boy, you get no love, you get. Stand 10 toes down, my go down. Rats can't fold down, my your dough down. We ain't gon' put on the fourth down. We on the hunt, we want more now. Real from the jump, we on now. Swear no more gon' broke now. Might do a show in your town. Wait till I bring that. I'm on no road bounce.
I be paranoid, I gotta keep. I got like me this right in the money, I love it even though it's bad. I can't let none of these get into my head. And all my friends locked up, got caught up in the feds. And all my sins washed up, yeah, free my said. I be close to saying I ain't supposed to say. Sometimes I wanna go ghost, I might go MIA. I might go MIA, all up in my face. I don't go nowhere without my brothers, that's my gang. And all up in my space, just getting in the way. I got like 30 on my fingers, what more can I say? And I got 30 on my fingers, what more can I say? Please, on the block that from deep like KB. Every night they, but please don't call them shady. I got too much on the fight, so please don't try to me. I got too much on the fight, so please don't try to me. I gotta for the look, already got good. I got a team full of and really gotta look crazy. I put in a cup, yeah, but that's my baby. I be paranoid, I gotta keep. I got like me this right in the money, I love it even though it's bad. I can't let none of these get into my head. And all my friends locked up, got caught up in the feds. And all my sins washed up, yeah, free my said. I be close to saying I ain't supposed to say. Sometimes I wanna go ghost, I might go MIA. I might go MIA. I might go MIA.
MIA. I might go MIA.
My girl. So you talking about what? I got nothing, man. I got nothing on no name. No, straight like that, dude.
Mike Wilmer.
Ain't got nothing for no nothing. Nothing gets to me too close. Ain't got nothing for no nothing. Be doing the most. Ducking. And my guy design your post. Look in your eyes and I see, hold on, be surprised when you see. Nothing for no nothing. Nothing gets to me too close. Ain't got nothing for no nothing. Be doing the most. I was ducking. Me and my guy design your post. Look in your eyes and I see, hold on, be surprised when you see. Come through. Tell you wanna you can't be the cops. I can't play myself out like that. Keep getting that dope. Counting mine, won't be trying to get no on my note. I would die bad on my look, my.
Like the Energizer, yeah, I'm supplying no like Elijah. In the cut, no, my run a compartment Elijah. They say life is a and if that is the case, then I'm finna surprise her. No, I am not an advisor, but I do advise you to pay attention. Never need to mention I'm the heads. Finna push it to the ledge. Yeah, my meds. Ain't got no love for the feds. Can they fin go to your head? Me watch where you tread. I'm finna kill it instead. I'm finna well, I can never done it, and I wanna run it, and I wanna keep it going and going like infinity. Be the only entity to ever rip it apart. From the start like this, from the heart like this, finna rip a million miles a minute, no nitrous. Do it righteous. I've been down this road before. Everybody think that they do, but they don't. Swear to God that they would, but they won't. Spitting riddles in the middle of a pastime. Me and my mind feeling the vibe like yeah, finna get it like yeah. I done made $20 million. I don't flex to be acknowledged.
We come to you live on EA Sports, and it's a Windy City special in the booth. I'm Ed Cohen with the former Chicago Bull. It's Jay Williams.
And Ed, both squads are getting up last-minute shots. As a player, you never leave the court on a missed shot. A mixed shot always sets the right tone before the game.
All the work that's gone into this game about to be on full display here tonight. The Spurs control the tap. Barton on the drive, can't finish. To Wiggins. Lets it fly from long range. That's off the side of the rim, short.
Great contest by the D, but I want to see the coaching staff call the same exact play the next possession. Get that offensive player the ball. Let him prove that it wasn't the D. It was more in his own head.
Andrew Wiggins rejects it.
Ooh, he blocked that with authority.
Add 2 points to the board.
Just remember an old saying here. You're only as good as your last shot, and your last shot went in. So it's time to get going.
To Adetokunbo. Has a look. Gets a look. Can't hit.
You see, Ed, this is what the refs need to start calling. The defender hit the shooter right around the waist, which made him lunge into his shot and took away all of his concentration for it.
And the reward, he is going to the line.
It's still early, so no real impact on that call. But you know that they're going to call this one tight, so you might want to keep your hands out of his pocket.
Aaron Gordon, couple of free throws on the way. For his career, 69% at the line. And hits the first free throw. 2 for 2 on that trip. Lowry gets it in the left corner. 4-3. No good. That's great defense.
Just because you're an elite shooter doesn't mean you need to shoot the ball every possession. Maybe give a head fake, crack into the defender, get to the free throw line, see the ball go in the hole.
Nikola Jokic missed his first. That one goes.
Oh, man, you're not supposed to be able to do that with that size, but in today's game, dexterity and mobility are off the charts for bigs.
Stuffs it down with authority.
That probably won't be the last time we see a dunk from him tonight. Maybe sometimes you should send a message. Give him a hard foul. Don't let it be so easy.
Spurs have it. Barton to Jokic. Driving right to the basket. No good. Defense catching a break there. And counted at the rim.
For a smaller player, you have to be more creative with your imagination when you finish with those shots around the rim. For the audience, that may look difficult, but for the player himself, that's what they practice every single day.
Barton against Andrew Wiggins. Cruises inside for 2.
It's so difficult to block a guy like that with that kind of athleticism and length. Your timing almost has to be perfect, but pretty much there's no stopping him when he's around the rim.
To Lowry. Aaron Gordon up against the 8-time All-Star. Giannis Adetokunbo snatching it out of the air.
That's why a rim protector is a necessity in this game.
Barton into the front court. 2-point advantage. Yes, and the foul. And a chance at 3 coming up.
That was such a great job by the offensive player. Knowing that you're probably going to take some lumps here and there, but still remaining aggressive throughout the shot and getting a crack at the extra point.
Giannis Adetokunbo trying to cash in on the 3-point play. A career 74% free throw shooter. Free throw up and good. And the 3-point play puts them up early in this one. Jokic. Oh, Jay, he commands the paint this time down. To Lowry. Adetokunbo. to Wiggins. Stuffs it down with authority.
Might have had an extra dribble or two there, but he got the shot he wanted.
San Antonio ball to Jokic. Knocked loose. Clippers have it. Antetokounmpo. Giannis Antetokounmpo. 3 for 4. Good start.
That's lunch pail business right there. Don't worry about the no call. Keep powering through.
Martin into the front court. Down 3. Knocked loose. Nikola Jokic matched up with Howard. That'll be out of bounds. Last touch by Lowry. Time to adjust. Both coaches making changes on the floor.
Substitutions, San Antonio.
Giannis Antetokounmpo. Huge block. And that'll get out of bounds. Last touch. By the Clippers. Shifting gears. Here comes some substitutions.
Number 25, Joe G.
Smith. Joe G sends it away.
Just erasing mistakes left and right.
Joe G with the block.
Blocking so many shots only gives your perimeter that much more confidence to really apply more pressure.
Antetokounmpo. His first effort off the mark. Smith into the front court. They're down 3. Slam dunk Will Barton.
I mean, defense, is it that easy? Can I see some reaction after somebody gets an easy dunk? Some yelling, some kind of emotion? I need you to get involved back in this ball game.
That's rebounded by the Spurs. Shot by Jokic. Off the iron. No good. To Antetokounmpo. It goes down.
That's what I'm talking about, Ed. It's that simple. Put the ball in the bucket.
34, Giannis Antetokounmpo.
JaVale McGee tips it.
You know why? I don't see anybody on the defensive end standing up out of position. I see everybody squatted down, really active with their hands. That's the mentality that will lead you to where you want to go.
Nice pace, sets it up, and slams it down.
We call that get your money and put it in the bank.
JaVale McGee. Oh, great pass, setting up the basket.
Great job using that shoulder to create contact with the defender without hesitation.
San Antonio with the basketball. Nikola Jokic, guarded by Joe Chi. Oh, Nikola Jokic. Tough shooting. Only 2 for 6 after that make.
When the ball's in his hands, we all knew what was going to happen.
Giannis with it up top. Leads just a point. Yes, and a foul. He'll have a chance at a three-point play.
So many times we get on the defender for quote-unquote letting the offensive player score on an and one. Sometimes there's a lucky bounce, but more often than not, it's the offensive player who makes the play happen despite the defender's best intentions.
Giannis Antetokounmpo at the line for a chance at a three-point play. He's perfect from the line so far. And he missed the free throw. Nothing's wrong. McGee punching it home with the putback slam.
JaVale has such a good nose around the basket until he doesn't.
What are you saying there, Jay?
Nah, it's 50-50 sometimes, Jay.
Well, hopefully it's half glass full in this regard. To Gibson. Taj Gibson above the rim. They have set the tone in this one.
I love when I see offenses come out in beast mode. You attack that paint, you get to the rim, inevitably the floor will open up for you to knock down some threes.
Kyle O'Quinn sends it away.
This game is all about playing mind tricks on people. The offense is more worried about getting their shot blocked than they are about actually making the shot.
Here comes the screen. Giannis Antetokounmpo. He's now shooting 5 for 7. Late heave to beat the buzzer. We're through one at Staples Center with the Clippers on top. Jay and I back with more after this. You're watching the NBA on EA Sports. Jay, 1 quarter down. Both sides getting a feel for where this game is going.
Well, both teams had their rhythm. They established the tempo that they wanted to play at. But ultimately, something has to give. Some team has to draw a line in the sand.
Number 9, Rajon Rondo.
Spurs in possession. Hield driving, but his shot misses.
And you hate to say this, but this is the reality of the matter. Sometimes it takes guys a little while to warm up into the game. Seems like they finally found their rhythm in the second quarter.
To Kevin Huerter. Finishing inside the paint on that one.
And sometimes less is more. Keeping it simple is the best way.
To Antetokounmpo. And strokes it.
Well, they have such great flow to their offense this evening. The ball isn't sticking to one player individually. It's moving around the perimeter, and it's zipping. They're playing with a special cohesiveness.
Buddy Hield. Down low for Gibson. Leaving no doubt. Slams it down.
I see the easy dunk, but what I don't see is energy. Scream, do something. Get yourself emotionally involved in the game.
Yes, and the foul. And a chance at 3 coming up.
And I love the smile on the face of the offensive player. Sometimes luck is on your side. I don't know how that shot went in, but and one.
Cash in on the three-point play. He wants this number up. 60% career free throw shooter. Right now, San Antonio's possession. Nice pass to set things up. Slams it down.
Ed, did you see what this pass just did? Now it encourages his teammates to move with more sense of urgency because they understand the next time down the court, they might be on the receiving end of that pass.
From long range, smothering D. Buddy Hield, great dish to set it up. Aaron Gordon stuffs it down.
I don't think I could do that on a 5-foot rim.
I can, because that's my only choice. Knocked loose. Spurs have it. Lays it up and in.
And whether you're moving north or south or east or west, you got to be able to keep pace with the ball carrier and, most importantly, stay in his chest. That's on the defender. It's way too early to be fatigued.
He gets it.
No doubt about where that one was headed.
Spurs have it. Down for Smith. Perfect feed to set up the basket.
2 points. Take them any way you can get them.
And he drains it. Yes, and a foul. He'll have a chance at a three-point play.
He should get some kind of acting award. That's a great sell by the offensive player. But guess what? The refs bit, and that's the game.
Buddy Hield at the line for a chance at a three-point play. A career 86% from the line. Adetokunbo. That's going to be out of bounds off of Rondo. Coach is going to shift gears and adjust his matchups. San Antonio ball. Passed it off. And the finish at the rim.
Hand down, man down. You got to get up and contest the shot.
Giannis in control of the basketball. Down 4. The screen sets him up for 2.
You see, you can't actually get mesmerized by the ball. You actually have to focus on the dribbler's belly button. I know that may sound cheesy, but trust me, he can't go anywhere without his core.
It's a big finish.
It's so amazing when you get a chance to see a player in his own space. It's almost as if the defense doesn't exist. He can go left, he can go right, he can attack. He's playing on that court by himself.
To Adetokunbo. Stuffs it down with authority. He was ready right at the tip.
What a first half he's having. He came out of the gate, attacked, found ways to get to the rim. Now look how easy the game is coming to him.
To Will Barton. Jokic. Cashes in for 2.
Well, when you play for each other and not just for yourself, that's when great things happen. You essentially lose yourself in what the team is trying to accomplish. It's called unselfish basketball. And there's nothing more beautiful than rewarding your teammate with a nice pass and letting them finish for 2 or 3 points.
To Adetokunbo. Here's a chance from long range. That's off the side of the rim, no good. On the follow. Way to stay with it.
He's been doing this for years. The physicality in which he plays. No one wants to see that. You're going to leave the game with black and blue marks all over your body.
Martin to Kevin Huerter. And count the basket.
Let me tell you something that nobody will ever talk about. Did you see him slow down right before he was about to go up? That slow change of speed, that slight change was just enough to throw the defender off.
Lowry. Able to convert inside.
And when the ball gets the defense rotating from side to side, you're bound to find opportunities for each other.
Martin into the front court. Leads a bucket. Has a chance. Wide open look, won't go. Mills in possession. Looking to make something happen. Goes to the right side. That's out. Last touch by Kyle O'Quinn. Lowry. Oh, bad pass. Taken away by the Spurs.
That's called game plan execution to perfection. Every possession on the road is critical.
Doesn't have the touch. No good.
You know, Ed, everybody gives so much credit to the guy who contested the shot, but there's no way he's in that position without the communication of the backbone of the defense. When you have a guy back there who can block shots and tells you to apply more pressure, you know you're in a safe place.
And finishes strong.
It's that easy, Ed. You never want to leave any doubt when attacking the rim.
Lowry to Patty Mills. Layup goes down. Well done.
Strong finish. That's what you need, regardless of contact, focusing on the rim.
Buddy Hield. Cleans it up. Basket's good on the follow. Way to stay with it.
In the paint, you need to finish just like that.
Mills in possession. Trailing by 4. Got a piece of it.
Jumping out the gym right now, Ed.
Great anticipation. Trying to cash in. Martin's shot, no good. Well done, Kyle Lowry. He's 2 for 2 now. Time expires to end the first half. The Spurs have the lead.
Thanks, Ed. Let's get right into the action here. The Spurs are in a tight battle after 2 quarters. They decided to make a statement in the opening half, and they did it by throwing down dunk after dunk after dunk. I think the rim is still shaking. These are the guys getting buckets for the San Antonio Spurs. The Clippers aren't down by too much at the half, and the offensive glass was their domain. They scored plenty of second chance points, asserting themselves in the paint. Have a look at the leading scorers for the Los Angeles Clippers.
Game track. bench points.
The coaches are getting the kind of bench production that can make for some interesting rotations. Keep an eye on the substitution patterns in the second half.
Player of the half.
I like this choice because he really put on a show in the opening half. There's a reason he's a fan favorite.
Who was cold?
What can you say about a guy like this? Except that he fits the title of this segment. He was definitely cold in that first half. Here we go with the top 3 plays from the first half.
Number 2. Number 1.
All right, back to the second half. I'll see you after the game.
Yes, and the foul, and a chance at 3 coming up.
People become so fixated on the hands or the arms or the strengths of the arms. I look at the legs. The strength of his legs help him power through that play. That's how you get and ones.
Giannis Antetokounmpo trying to cash in on the three-point play, shooting 50%. Some yes, some no in this contest. To Will Barton. Nice pass to set things up.
Good shot, man.
Great job using that shoulder to create contact with the defender without hesitation.
It's the Clippers with the possession now. Lowry. And scores.
Contact on a drive can be a beautiful thing. Making those tough shots can really help you build a mental advantage over your defender.
Barton into the front court. Tie game, third quarter.
Defensive 3-second violation for the Clippers. For the Spurs.
Got it. Missed a wide open look. And the basket good at the rim. Now a pass stolen by the Spurs.
Here's your chance to break this thing wide open.
Goes to the left side. Short jumper stays out.
Your contest was great because of your proximity to the player. You forced his follow-through to be cut short, which made him short-arm the shot.
Here comes the screen. Yes, and a foul. He'll have a chance at a three-point play.
The offense has very little to lose on those type of plays if they know they can, number 1, create contact, and number 2, still get the ball up. You need to assert yourself fully on the defensive end by initiating the contact and not allowing the offensive player to get that ball above his waist.
And he converts on the free throw. Barton into the front court. Our score all even in this third quarter. And Jay, they call the foul.
Ed, you can't lunge like that.
The drive, right to the back. Whoa, look what I found.
You know it's a bad block when somebody snatches the ball out of the air. Wow.
Oh, bad pass taken away by the Spurs.
Neck and neck. They couldn't get anything on that possession. Let's see if we can get a bucket in transition.
To Howard. Superman, Dwight Howard. Better late than never. That was his first shot, and it goes down.
So many times you can tell if a player is going to finish before he even gets to the rim. Did you see that look on his face? That was the look of a three-point play. You always going in thinking you can get more at the rim.
Jokic. From the painted area, won't go down. Grabs his own miss and scores. Good concentration.
Oh, yeah, I like that.
I'm not sure that wasn't an offensive foul, but take it when you can get it.
To Howard. Count it.
You know, from a point guard perspective, one of the things that I learned when I played in the league was that the more I was willing to give the ball up, the harder other players were willing to run to their spots. The harder the bigs were running to the rim. The harder the three-point shooters were running to the three-point line because they knew they could be active recipients. And when they caught the ball, they knew exactly what to do with it.
Lowry. Ball's loose. Look at him on the deck. To Gordon. Yes, and the foul. And a chance at three coming up.
That was such a great job by the offensive player. Knowing that you're probably going to take some lumps here and there, but still remaining aggressive throughout the shot and getting a crack at the extra point.
Aaron Gordon at the line for a chance at a three-point play. Hasn't missed yet. Free throw's good. A three-point play. And with that, they go up by 3. Adetokunbo. To Lowry. Adetokunbo to Lowry for 3. That won't go. To Will Barton. And count the basket inside.
I don't know if the scouting report has made its way out here yet, but if anything, it says you need to not let him get that close to the rim.
LA Clippers with the basketball. Giannis for 2. Prince there for the rebound. Martin into the front court. Up 5. Fires the 3. No good. To Adetokunbo. Baseline drive. Stuffs it down with authority.
I remember my high school coach said 1 man can't beat 5. Well, I'm telling you right now, he lied. I'm watching it happen in person.
Dwight Howard pins it.
Here's one of the biggest secrets as we move into this new age of basketball, especially in the draft room. You have to draft players with size and length. That's the biggest deterrent for any team offensively.
Spurs will take the timeout as they'll talk things over in a 1-point basketball game. Some lineup changes now for both clubs.
In the game for San Antonio, number 40.
Buddy Hield to Will Barton. Full throttle right to the basket for the deuce.
Come on, somebody tell me when he added that to his arsenal.
Adetokunbo to Patty Mills. Gets it in the left corner. Can't miss those. Martin into the front court. Leads 3. The pass set it all up.
Ed, sometimes less is more. Keeping it simple is the best way.
To Adetokunbo. To the outside. Lets it fly from beyond the arc. Buries it on the catch and shoot.
You know, from a point guard perspective, one of the things that I learned when I played in the league was that the more I was willing to give the ball up, the harder other players were willing to run to their spots. The harder the bigs were running to the rim. The harder the three-point shooters were running to the three-point line because they knew they could be active recipients. And when they caught the ball, they knew exactly what to do with it.
Mills in possession. His guys trail now by 4. Wiggins to the basket, but his shot won't go down. Patty Mills to Wiggins. Stuffs it down with authority. Jay, let's see if that's a sign for him.
Well, he's been pretty much non-existent the first 3 quarters, but when you have a play like that, that can get the juices going, and that can help you with your offensive rhythm.
Martin into the front court. 2-point advantage. Gets to the basket, but it's no good. To Antetokounmpo. Wiggins. Good look that time, but off the mark. Martin into the front court. He'll run the offense. Has a look. He scores on the step back. Jay, how did he get free?
Man, if we were at Rucker Park right now, everybody would be wilding on the court. Guaranteed.
Free throws coming up.
I've seen it happen so many times. Small things like that foul can end up becoming a momentum changer. Let's see how this one plays out.
Giannis Antetokounmpo at the line for 2 shots. Shooting 50%. Some yes, some no in this contest. Goes 2 for 2 at the line. To Taj Gibson. Easy pass to the rim.
As my mother would say to the defender, A for effort, F for results.
Giannis with it up top. They can get a 2 for 1 if they hurry. That's what you like to see off the pick and roll. Nice, easy basket. Neither side is giving up an inch.
I guarantee you tomorrow on Complex's social feed, that play will have millions of views. And I'm really looking forward to this 4th quarter because the first 3 have lived up to the billing.
To J.R. Smith. Tough shot and nearly a chance at a 3-point play. No foul.
Hey, at least this time he puts it up.
Slams it down.
It's easy to become mesmerized when you watch a player who can create off the dribble. We call that dancing. When you allow a player to dance with that much space, that's Prob City.
Emphatic slam.
That's the intensity you need to see. Whenever a player running back on defense after a dunk like that holds the inside of his forearm, it lets you know how hard he dunked that basketball.
Tough make through traffic. From 18 feet at the buzzer. 3 quarters complete. The Spurs have the lead. It's the Spurs with the basketball as we begin the 4th quarter, and they'll be looking to finish strong.
And when you play stingy defense on one end, the other end takes care of itself.
J.R. Smith with the strong finish.
I see the easy dunk, but what I don't see is energy. Scream, do something. Get yourself emotionally involved in the game.
And he's fouled. A couple of free throws coming up, Jay.
No. I'll tell you. The team that makes the little mistakes, like committing unnecessary reach-in fouls like that, will be the team that ends up with the L.
First one, count it. Able to convert on both free throws. To Aaron Gordon. Dwight Howard able to recover with the block.
Oh, he blocked it. Oh, out there looking like the Kimbe Mutombo.
Took it right to him, and the defender was ready. Yes, tough shot. It's got to go up to go in.
Ed, I have so much admiration for guys that continue to hunt their shot. They're playing the second half like it was the first 5 minutes of the ball game. Those natural-born leaders are guys that will consistently lead your team to the promised land.
Smith now into the front court. Lead is 2. Taj Gibson to Gordon. Short jumper won't fall. Into the front court comes Rondo. Looking to make something happen. Curling inside. And he finishes at the rim.
That might have been a little bit easier than expected there, considering the score.
Oh, whistle.
He took a chance. That's the right call.
Mixing things up. Hockey line substitutions. Both teams making changes.
Wesley Johnson. Stepping in for
Martin into the front court. All tied up. Just underway in this fourth quarter. Slam dunk Will Barton.
The defender needs to do a better job of forcing a pickup there.
Antetokounmpo couldn't keep it in. Last touch by Giannis Antetokounmpo. Martin. Oh, a whistle.
His timing was a tad bit off.
Giannis Antetokounmpo. That's his first personal foul. Team foul number 2.
Gordon to Kevin Huerter. Dwight Howard with a piece. Fourth this contest. And that'll get out of bounds. Last touch by the Clippers. They're going to make some changes with some new personnel on the floor. Gordon. To Kevin Huerter. Shot clock coming down to 4. Down to 3. Knocks it down.
And in today's game, you have to make shots like that. Nice work draining it from deep.
Nice pass to get things going.
Look, the most efficient offenses are the ones with the highest number of assists. There are only 5 teams in the league that average 25 assists or more.
Martin into the front court. Up by 3. To Kevin Huerter. Here comes the screen. Whoa, gets to the rim and they'll count the basket. 2 steps or 5 steps. I don't know, Jay. It looked good.
Look at that, calm under pressure. You see a lot of guys rush those. Nice extra move there.
Count the basket at the rim.
And attention to detail is everything for a professional scorer like that. Actually getting it done the hard way there.
Knocked loose. Clippers have got it. Oh, he got a piece of it.
Ed, that's light work for a guy with his ability.
Superman, Dwight Howard. Very efficient and making an impact. He's 3 for 3.
That's a strong finish. Regardless of contact, finishing strong is key.
Martin into the front court. Leads just a point. Howard swats it. Incredible. 6 tonight.
Don't stare him down like that afterwards.
To Howard. The screen sets him up for 2.
The defense should have picked up on that action. That's going to cost them.
Now whistle. San Antonio is going to use a timeout. That's their first. Leaves them with 1 remaining the rest of the way.
And this is where I get a chance to see if coaches can change it up. Maybe let one of your players lead the timeout so your team can hear a different voice to keep everybody engaged. Maybe like the Warriors did with Andre Iguodala.
Substitution.
2 points for Buddy Hield.
Did you see the way that dribble freed him up? It created so much space. I did, but the defender didn't.
To Howard. Superman, Dwight Howard. That's how it's done. He's 4 for 4 in the game.
Well, we got a chance to firsthand watch something be created. I think we just watched an epidemic of passing. I've never seen something like this before. It was so contagious, everybody started to do it, and it ultimately led to the other team's demise.
If that's an epidemic, sign me up. Down low, Jokic. Dwight Howard rejects it. Make that 7. It's LA Clippers ball. Goes to the right side. Here comes the screen. Baseline drive to Lowry. Baseline drive and score. Strong take.
Clearly not afraid of the spotlight here because that was not an easy look.
Buddy Hield. Count the bucket for 2.
This type of game needs to be celebrated. This is the type of culture that is fostered when you play with unselfish players. When you give up a little bit of yourself and you make your teammate look great, that's the difference between winning and losing. So when you see these guys smiling, when you see them giving each other high fives, that's because of the energy that was created from the pass. Pass is one of the most brilliant things we have in this game.
To Aaron Gordon. Yes, Aaron Gordon. Now 4 for 9.
Ooh, cool, calm, and collective. The 3 C's. His handles are effortless.
Lowry. Oh, too much contact. Free throws on the way.
The game is too tight for you to be taking risks like that. You want to avoid foul trouble at all costs.
Marco Bellinelli has got 2 shots coming. A career 84% free throw shooter. First free throw is good. Good free throw shooting. Knocks down a pair. San Antonio with the basketball. To J.R. Smith. Nice pace. Sets it up and slams it down.
It's that easy, Ed. You never want to leave any doubt when attacking the rim.
Here comes the screen. Give him 2 points. High percentage.
Ooh, shows like this separate the good players from the great ones. The good players, they have good first halves, and then they fade to black in the second. The great players, they just sustain that kind of dynamic energy throughout the entire ballgame.
Stuffs it down with authority.
And when you get your prescription, you take your medicine and you call it a day.
Giannis Antetokounmpo snatching it out of the air. Ball controlled by Kyle Lowry. Has a chance. Gets a look. Can't hit. Knocked loose. He's on the deck. Great sacrifice. Good defense. He had nowhere to go. The result, jump ball. The official's ready. Let's see who can take the jump. Spurs will take the timeout. It's their second and final one of the last 3 minutes. They cannot stop the clock again. To Hield. Dwight Howard. Huge block. 8 now. Giannis in control of the basketball. Leads 5. He throws it down.
I mean, defense, is it that easy? Can I see some reaction after somebody gets an easy dunk? Some yelling, some kind of emotion? I need you to get involved back in this ball game.
Trying to cash in. Add 2 points to the board.
This type of game needs to be celebrated. This is the type of culture that is fostered when you play with unselfish players. When you give up a little bit of yourself and you make your teammate look great, that's the difference between winning and losing. So when you see these guys smiling, when you see them giving each other high fives, that's because of the energy that was created from the pass. Pass is one of the most brilliant things we have in this game.
Nope. First one does not go. Knocks down the second after missing the first. Off the assist. It's the Clippers who come away with the victory as they win this one by 4. That'll wrap things up. For Jay Williams and our entire crew, I'm Ed Cohen. This has been a presentation of the NBA on EA Sports.
It's Jalen Rose, and it's time for the EA Sports post-game wrap-up. The Clippers took this down to the wire before getting the win. The defense in this matchup was outstanding. When they weren't blocking shots, they were making steals, and it all came together for a terrific win. What you see here is how the majority of the points were scored for the Los Angeles Clippers. The Spurs are probably frustrated with themselves after such a narrow loss. And while they didn't win the game, they could have won a dunk contest. They put down plenty of slams in this matchup. What you see here is how the majority of the points were scored for the San Antonio Spurs.
Game track. Field goals.
From an offensive standpoint, this was a quality game. The same can't be said for the defense. But still, it turned out to be an entertaining matchup.
Player of the game.
Antetokounmpo was happy to throw down plenty of dunks. And if the defense happened to be there, he brought them along for the ride.
Who was cold?
Every player that makes it to the NBA is a great athlete. But even the best players have their off nights. Today was just one of those days for this guy. These are the top 3 plays of the game.
Number 2. Number 1.
This is what the future holds for the Los Angeles Clippers. This has been a presentation of ESPN on EA Sports. Until next time, I'm Jalen Rose, signing off.
Somebody pop all day, hold up. Somebody on their way, hold up. I with a crown all day, hold up. Somebody can't relate,
Black
hold up.
Panther.
Stay down with no faking. Go up, top down, I'm in racing. Go up, while I'm in dangerous. Go up, my crowd in rotation, yeah. Are you on 10 yet? Are you on 10 yet? Wait, are you on 10 yet? Are you on 10 yet? I live on 10. Wait, are you on 10 yet? Are you on 10 yet? Hold up, the place 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 up.
Down, go to the down. I see cuz jogging down, jogging down. Got Benjamin Franklin on my T-Bano. So drop from the jungle. I keep the on me, I leave you puzzle. Bang, I'm the black card on my knee, longer than hair on her. Like cavity, and I'm done her that salary. Saudi, are you on 10 yet? Nino, you can start if you looking for somebody.
Are you on 10 yet? Hold up. Do you have yet? Jury on Windex. Woo! 80 my Rolex. Might make back the Benz. Pseudo coming out. Black on black again. I might go to trim. I been built to win. I don't exit here. Too much flexing here. Too much bread to get. I've been stretching up. Ain't no catching up. I don't rest enough. I don't plan for luck. I keep working hard. Who keep blessing us? I'm on the 10 and I need a 10. The made of my M a week. December been good to me. Not even Kendrick can humble me. Too rich to go do the least. Tryna become a way bigger. My teeth is like 10 apiece. TDE family to the A+. I got my grades up. I had no backup. Now run the check up. The place up. The place up.
Somebody pop all day. Hold up. Somebody on their way. Hold up. I with a crown all day. Hold up. Somebody can't relate. Hold up. Stay down with no faking. Go up. Top down. I'm in racing. Go up. While I'm in dangerous. Go up. My crowd in rotation. Yeah. Are you on 10 yet? Are you on 10 yet? Wait. Are you on 10 yet? Are you on 10 yet? I live on 10. Wait. Are you on 10 yet? Are you on 10 yet? Hold up. The place up. The place up. The place up. The place up. Somebody on 10.
10 in my car.
money sweet like a cat with the saying they after me. Ain't no one after me, baby mama used to work at the Applebee's. Somebody call my phone, yeah. I'ma send that voicemail. I don't even check my voicemail. Big weight, I'ma need a horse scale. F12 Berlin Netta. Like it was shorts in the winter. What turtlenecks in the summer. This here's not for beginners, yeah. Came back, went to jail, left jail, went to Benny Hunter, Kenny County. Got the swagger on me, yeah. Different fabric on me, yeah. Different on it, yeah. Married to the game, yeah. Holy matrimony, yeah. Oops, joke. Someone stage again, from up to stadium. I took my shot and made it in.
Somebody pop all day, hold up. Somebody on their way, hold up. I would've grown all day, hold up. Somebody can't relate, hold up. Stay down with no faking. Go up, top down, I've been racing. Go up, wild, I'm in danger. Go up, my crowd in rotation, yeah. Are you on 10 yet? Are you on 10 yet? Wait, are you on 10 yet? Are you on 10 yet? I live on 10. Wait, are you on 10 yet? Are you on 10 yet? Hold up, the place 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 up.
Oh, yeah, because I wasn't gonna get that Kendrick and that LOX.
I beg man, shut up. Let me see you, darling. My lie, 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 lie. My lie, 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 lie. My lie, 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 lie. I love the weekend, girls up. Let me see you, darling. I love the weekend, girls up. Now bet you can. I love the weekend, girls up. Let me see you, darling. I love the weekend, girls up. Now bet you can. My mommy said I could be anybody. I said I want more money than no money.
We come to you live on EA Sports. I'm Ed Cohen. Joining me tonight, the pride of Plainfield, New Jersey. It's Jay Williams.
Ed, you continue to surprise me, my man. I didn't know you knew about the Queen City.
All I know is you're the king in that town, in the Garden State.
Well, we're going to find out who the king is on the court this evening.
The Clippers win the opening tip as we get things started at Staples. Adetokunbo to Wiggins. Here comes the screen. From the painted area, won't go down.
And that's next level defense. The defender took away the pocket space of the shooter. Now, as a shooter, they shoot hundreds of shots each and every day from that pocket with consistency. Now you force them to change the angle or the positioning of that pocket, you're going to lower the chances of them making that shot.
To Wiggins. Slam dunk.
The defense needs to be in more of a stance and react better. A player with that kind of NBA talent level will get to the rim every time with moves like that.
Jay, 44 wins for the Bucks a year ago. 7th best record in the East. In your mind, foundation, is it in place in Milwaukee?
The foundation is on its way, but it always seems like it comes down to injuries and lack of chemistry for the Bucks.
To Lowry. Yes, Andrew Wiggins. 2 for 2. That's what you want.
There are certain guys in this league that should be put on alert status 24/7 because either they're posterizing you or that attempt can still be a poster.
Fultz into the front court. Down 2. Giannis Adetokunbo snatching it out of the air.
Just incredible timing on that swat.
Wiggins to Lowry. Here comes the screen. Driving, stuffs it down with authority.
It's easy to become mesmerized when you watch a player who can create off the dribble. We call that dancing. When you allow a player to dance with that much space, that's Prob City.
To Miles Bridges. Giannis Antetokounmpo rejects it. Lowry with it. They lead it. 4-point game. Yes, Andrew Wiggins. That's now 4. He hasn't missed.
Strong finish. That's what you need, regardless of contact, focusing on the rim.
Fultz with the basketball. 8-2 our score. To Fournier. Wide open look, won't go.
He missed that shot on his own. The defense didn't do anything on that play to make him miss.
Fultz into the front court. Looking to make something happen. The jumper's off the mark.
Woo! I like that intensity on that play. That's how you actually dig in the dirt and do your job on the defensive end.
Now the Bucks going to signal for a timeout as they'll talk things over here in the first quarter. Dwight Howard swats it.
Don't stare him down like that afterwards.
And the slam. Jay, they've had no answer for this guy.
He's been on fire this first quarter. That's the way you take it right to your opponent. You attack right out of the gate.
To Fultz. Dwight Howard with the block.
That kid can block out the sun, Ed.
Finishing inside the paint on that one.
They're going to have to find answers defensively and quickly because he's carving them up in the first quarter.
The Bucks at the controls. Oh, Jay, he commands the paint this time down.
I'm telling you right now, with moves like that, scoring is not going to be an issue tonight.
To Lowry. Count the bucket for 2.
It looks like he's using his ball handling to feel the game out. I know it looks like he's just playing around out there trying to get the fans going. That is true, but he's also finding his rhythm.
Fultz with the basketball. Down a dozen. Great feed. Sets it up to Miles Bridges. Ah, missed it. How'd that not go down? Lowry into the front court. He'll run the offense. To Antetokounmpo. Count the basket. A lot of contact. No foul.
You see, you can't actually get mesmerized by the ball. You actually have to focus on the dribbler's belly button. I know that may sound cheesy, but trust me, he can't go anywhere without his core.
Bucks at the controls. Giannis Antetokounmpo sends it away.
Blocking so many shots only gives your perimeter that much more confidence to really apply more pressure.
No, he missed a short one there. Fultz into the front court. 14-point deficit. Dwight Howard pins it. That's his 3rd block this evening.
This game is all about playing mind tricks on people. The offense is more worried about getting their shot blocked than they are about actually making the shot.
The pass set it all up.
It's going to be a long road back, I'm not going to lie to you. But it's only the first quarter, and that's exactly what you needed. You needed to see the ball go in a couple of times.
Giannis in control of the basketball. The lead is 12. Stuffs it down with authority. They have set the tone in this one.
I love when I see offenses come out in beast mode. You attack that paint, you get to the rim, inevitably the floor will open up for you to knock down some threes.
Murray into the front court. Trailing by 14. Miles Bridges. Great pass to set it. Got a piece of it.
jumping out the gym right now, Ed.
Great anticipation. Down for McGee. Yes, and a foul. He'll have a chance at a three-point play.
The defender was actually in a good position there. They even made a decent play on the ball, but sometimes those bounces go the other way. Still, stay aggressive out there.
JaVale McGee at the line for a chance at a three-point play. History not on his side. 58% from the line. To Murray. Oh, he had it. Giannis with it up top. His guys hold a commanding.
Oh, he sent that one to the third row.
He was locked in. That was impressive. Yes, and the foul. And a chance at three coming up.
And I love the smile on the face of the offensive player. Sometimes luck is on your side. I don't know how that shot went in, but and one.
Off the mark on his free throw. To Antetokounmpo. Short jumper misses. DeJounte Murray to Miles Bridges. Miles Bridges slams it down.
You used to hear all these coaches talk about, we need players to run the floor. No, I don't need you to run the floor. I need you to run the floor with purpose. Those are two different things. When you run the floor in attack mode, that's when plays like this occur.
No good. Oh, it looked like he may have gotten him there. Murray with the basketball. They can get a 2 for 1 if they play this right. Here comes the screen. Giannis Antetokounmpo. Huge block.
Here's one of the biggest secrets as we move into this new age of basketball, especially in the draft room. You have to draft players with size and length. That's the biggest deterrent for any team offensively.
Fires the three. That's off the side of the rim, no good. He'll put it up at the buzzer, and he's fouled. Very close. Free throws coming up. Jody Meeks has got 2 shots coming. A career 87% from the line. And hits the first free throw. And he makes them both. Late heave to beat the buzzer. We're through one at Staples Center with the Clippers on top. Jay and I back with more after this. You're watching the NBA on EA Sports. Ed Cohen, Jay Williams with you as we get things started here in the second quarter. No good. Into front court comes Rondo. They lead it by 14. Can't connect from inside. Milwaukee with the basketball. DeJounte Murray, defended by Joe Chi. Easy pad to the rim.
And sometimes less is more. Keeping it simple is the best way.
To Patty Mills. The shot denied by Okafor.
You know why? I don't see anybody on the defensive end standing up out of position. I see everybody squatted down, really active with their hands. That's the mentality that will lead you to where you want to go.
Giannis Antetokounmpo. That's 3 now on 4 shots.
That's what I'm talking about, Ed. It's that simple. Put the ball in the bucket.
DeJounte Murray. Al-Farouq Aminu with a piece.
Sent a message on that one, Ed.
Doesn't have the touch. No good. And they call it.
Just a tic-tac foul.
New blood coming in for both sides. Bucks at the controls. Fultz to Danny Green. Nice pass to get things going.
Bodies bouncing all around on that layup with the offense winning that battle. But if the defense keeps up that kind of pressure, good things are bound to happen.
Giannis Antetokounmpo. Terrific shooting. He's 4 for 5.
Bread and butter. And there are a few that can do it better off the screen.
He was smothered and still gets it to go down.
In the paint, you need to finish just like that.
To Patty Mills from long range. Well defended. Tough shot for Patty Mills.
Great contest by the D, but I want to see the coaching staff call the same exact play the next possession. Get that offensive player the ball. Let him prove that it wasn't the D. It was more in his own head.
Patty Mills. Rondo off the mark.
That's how you do it. You keep riding him to the basket, and if the refs aren't calling it, keep being physical. Keep knocking him off balance.
To Patty Mills. Goes reverse to lay it in.
I don't know if the scouting report has made its way out here yet, but if anything, it says you need to not let him get that close to the rim.
Bucks basketball. Drive from the baseline, but it won't go down.
And you see so many players quit on a play after they were beat the first time, but not him. He stayed on his hip, he fought back, and he made the player miss the shot. That's great defense.
Fires the three. That's off the side of the rim. Short to Danny Green. Runner here. Won't go. Gets a look. Can't hit.
It's easy. Force guys into low percentage shots. That's the reason why we're big into stats. It was all provided to you before the game in the scouting report.
Giannis for 2. That's usually one that he'll knock down.
I just love where this takes you into the psychological battle as a player offensively. Was that a great contest, or did you just miss the shot? But now you have me thinking about that the entire next possession.
Danny Green to Fournier. Has a look. Shot by Fultz, no good. To Antetokounmpo. Yes, and a foul. He'll have a chance at a three-point play.
Oh, he should get some kind of acting award. That's a great sell by the offensive player. But guess what? The refs bit, and that's the game.
Giannis Antetokounmpo trying to cash in on a three-point play. A career 74% free throw shooter. The Bucks at the controls. The drive right to the basket. Runner here won't go down.
And one of the most underrated things in this game is quick lateral speed. Good job by utilizing that speed and taking away the lane.
Trying to cash in. Fournier the rebound. Fultz with the basketball. His guys trail by 13. Nice pace, sets it up, and slams it down. Good luck keeping up with that.
Did you see that jump? It was as quick as a pogo stick.
Lowry. Rudy Gobert sends it away. And they retain the possession. Fournier matched up with Bellinelli. Dwight Howard tips it. Fourth this contest.
Just incredible timing on that swat.
Fournier to Danny Green. Short jumper stays out.
I don't know why he rushed that shot. He was wide open. Take your time.
To Adetokunbo. Count it. No and one. There was some contact there.
I could see the beads of sweat forming when he had to put the ball on the ground there. You still got it, though.
Fultz into the front court. Counting down toward a minute to go in this first half. You've got to get that one to go. A lot of contact. Shots no good and no foul. Fultz with the basketball. His guys currently down by 13. From the outside, no good. To Howard. Tough shot and nearly a chance at a three-point play. No foul.
Well, they have such great flow to their offense this evening. The ball isn't sticking to one player individually. It's moving around the perimeter, and it's zipping. They're playing with a special cohesiveness.
Both coaches dipping into their reserves. Changes coming onto the floor. DeJounte Murray. Ed draws the foul.
Great job, Ed, by the shooter to create contact after the jump. That's how you get to the free throw line.
Misses the first. Knocks down the second after missing the first. Has a chance. Shot won't go. He has to create to get a better look. Murray with it. Looking to make something happen. JaVale McGee able to recover with the block. Ooh, 5 now. Well done, Kyle Lowry. He's 2 for 2 now.
Look, there was barely any contact on that last play. I agree with the ref's no call. Let him play.
Fournier. So the first points for him in this first half, and he knocks it down for 3.
Yeah, they really need him to get going. Really surprised that none of his teammates have been talking to him. This is when he needs him the most. They have to uplift him, help him continue to be confident on the court.
Time expires to end the first half. It's been all Clippers so far.
Thanks, guys. Let's take a look at what went down so far in this one. The Clippers entered the locker room at halftime with a significant lead. It was their playmaking, the way they gave each other scoring opportunities. That really impresses me. I love seeing unselfish basketball like that. Have a look at the leading scorers for the Los Angeles Clippers. The Bucks may be in the building, but they did not show up for this game. The way they struggle doesn't bode well for them at all. But if they've got some fight in them, we'll know right away in the third quarter. Have a look at the leading scorers for the Milwaukee Bucks.
Game track. Blocks.
The Los Angeles Clippers came to play today, and the opposition knows it. All these blocks are more than just rejections. They're statements.
Player of the half.
Antetokounmpo did a remarkable job of swatting shot after shot. Scorers have got to be thinking twice when he's within range.
Who was cold?
Forget cold. This guy will be happy to be lukewarm at this point. He can't seem to get anything going. Here we go with the top plays from the first half.
Number 2. Number 1.
All right, back to the second half. I'll see you after the game.
Bucks at the controls. Markelle Fultz. To Gobert. Dwight Howard snatching it out of the air. Incredible. 6 tonight. Pascal Siakam has a look. Wide open look, won't go. Tough mate through traffic.
Defenders had no chance on that one. That's why we call it the elite tier.
So Lowry. Well done, Kyle Lowry. Very efficient and making an impact. He's 3 for 3.
Hey, one of the things I hear all the great teams say in the huddle, they say 1, 2, 3, no mercy. Now it's time for you to go even harder on the defensive end.
Fultz into the front court. The deficit now up to 13. The follow won't go either. Grabs his own miss and scores. Good concentration.
He's been doing this for years. The physicality in which he plays. No one wants to see that. You're going to leave the game with black and blue marks all over your body.
So Lowry. Wiggins. And Gobert hauls in the rebound. Knocked loose. Clippers have got it. Wiggins. Good look that time, but off the mark. Giannis Antetokounmpo rejects it.
Don't stare him down like that afterwards.
Converts in the paint. Nice finish at the rim.
Ooh, shows like this separate the good players from the great ones. The good players, they have good first halves, and then they fade to black in the second. The great players, they just sustain that kind of dynamic energy throughout the entire ball game.
Oh, the whistle. Jay, take your hands off of me.
Timing was just a tad bit off.
That's his first personal foul. Team foul number 1.
Fultz to Fournier. Oh, Evan Fournier. Tough shooting. Only 2 for 6 after that make.
No doubt about where that one was headed.
Gets to the basket and scores.
Ooh, he teased me a little bit right there. But see, I like that. That's called a great entertainer. Always leaving me on the edge of my seat.
Milwaukee with the basketball to Fournier. Oh, nice find for the basket.
Woo, did you see that? Eyes to the rim, and the rest was all net.
To Howard. Oh, ferocious slam inside. Jay, I'm surprised he had a chance to wrap him up.
Well, you're not the only one surprised. This guy is not a good free throw shooter. You never let him have an easy bucket. If anything, make him earn it at the charity stripe.
Fournier, guarded by Bellinelli. The crossover, gets inside, and the slam dunk.
Might have had an extra dribble or two there, but he got the shot he wanted.
To Lowry. Nice finish at the rim.
Great job using that shoulder to create contact with the defender without hesitation.
Oh, they call the foul, Jay.
A simple touch foul.
We have both squads set to make some moves right now.
Number 5, DeJounte Murray. Subbing in for the Los Angeles Clippers.
A drive baseline, but the shot won't go.
Well, you can't finish with your right hand on the left side of the rim. You actually have to use your opposite hand. Steve Nash is one of the best at this. Different shots at different angles, high off the glass, expecting that there are trees down below with long wingspans that can block your shot.
Murray into the front court. Down by 15 to Gobert. Missed a wide open look. Lays it up and in.
Strong finish. That's what you need, regardless of contact, focusing on the rim.
Free throws coming up.
Just because a team's winning doesn't mean the refs are going to put away the whistle. Play right all the way through.
Evan Fournier at the line for 2 shots. Numbers not good. 52% for his career. And gets both to drop at the line. Layup goes down. Well done.
That's what I'm talking about, Ed. It's that simple. Put the ball in the bucket.
Murray into the front court. His guys down big. Fournier. Yes. Or in the case of the defense, not good.
I know he's a volume shooter. I know defensively at times you have to take your lumps. Might be time to adjust the scouting report, though. Start denying him the ball.
Antetokounmpo. Rondo's shot won't go down. Pascal Siakam, strong finish.
Just wait a second, Ed. Wait 1 second. Can we go back to the play before this great play that we just saw? Just because you have a bad offensive possession, you can't allow that to go down and reciprocate itself on the defensive end. One bad play does not make 2 bad plays. You have to bounce back. That's how you play this game.
Giannis Antetokounmpo swats it.
Ed, that's light work for a guy with his ability.
Howard to Antetokounmpo. Knocks it down from mid-range.
I don't know what the point of you having a scouting report is if you don't utilize it. You're allowing him to get to positions on the floor where you know he feels most comfortable. Make it a challenge for him by making him do something uncomfortable.
Bucks at the controls. Knocked loose. Clippers have it. And scores.
Ed, I have so much admiration for guys that continue to hunt their shot. They're playing the second half like it was the first 5 minutes of the ball game. Those natural-born leaders are guys that will consistently lead your team to the promised land.
We couldn't have done it without your support. If you would like to participate in an upcoming event, you can register at our team website for more details.
Both coaches hitting the reset button. Fresh legs coming onto the floor. Murray with the basketball. Down a bundle to Fournier. Mills in possession. Final minute to play in this third quarter. Can't connect from in close. To Murray. And he'll go to the foul line.
Okay, now we're on the home stretch, and you got a big lead. Don't let your opponent back in this game by giving up extra possessions.
First one goes down. Goes 2 for 2 at the line. To Patty Mills. Down for McGee. McGee powers it through.
Man, they are just continuing to pour it on. But the one thing we know about in this league, you have to make sure that you continue to play with energy because leads can evaporate quickly.
Murray with it. He'll run the offense. To Danny Green. Fournier. Knocked loose. Danny Green against Al-Farouq Aminu. Shot from the lane won't go. Mills in possession. His guys holding the big lead. To Wiggins. Perfect feed to set up the basket.
That's lunch pail business right there. Don't worry about the no call. Keep powering through.
Another chance. And he's fouled. Earns a trip to the foul line, Jay.
Sometimes when you get up big, you get a little careless. But attention to detail through the end, that's how you avoid unnecessary fouls.
First one, count it. And fails to hit them both. Hits the first, misses the second. Nice work, Patty Mills. Long key from three-quarters court. That ends the third quarter. And a nice advantage right now for the Clippers. The Clippers with the basketball as we begin the fourth quarter. And this one, Jay, not totally in the win column yet, but with a double-digit lead, you have to like their chances.
I love when I start seeing fans exit the arena so early. In this game, and I hear people say this one should be in the bag. Well, guess what? It's never a guarantee. You have to be careful not to slow down the pace of the game and take the air out of the basketball. You have to put your foot on the gas and try to win this game with a sense of urgency.
Out of bounds the call. Last touch by JaVale McGee. Time to shuffle things up.
Los Angeles Clippers, number 25, Joe Cheatham.
Trying to cash in. He's too good to leave that wide open. Defense has to communicate.
There is no better feeling than after making that shot and trotting back on defense, seeing your opponent stare, point, or yell at each other for miscommunication.
And counted at the rim.
You know, it reminds me out of a story a legendary coach once told me. He said, if you ever get in a fight, you're not going to hit somebody with an open hand, correct? You'll probably break a finger. But if you hit somebody with a fist, what is that? That's 5 fingers working collectively together as one. That's how you deliver a knockout punch, and that's what we're seeing tonight.
Danny Green, defended by Al-Farouq Aminu. Almost unlucky bounce. Rajon Rondo with the block.
You know, sometimes basketball can become a very beautiful thing to watch. During the regular season, things can get difficult. Energy can be low. The passion at times can even be lower because players are tired. They're fatigued. But today, it's all been good. They're putting in an absolute show with killer efficiency and tremendous effort and intensity.
Oh, a whistle.
His timing was a tad bit off.
Time for some new personnel into the game.
Into the game for the Milwaukee Bucks, number 0.
Fultz with a shot off the mark. Giannis in control of the basketball. His guys hold a commanding lead. Finishing inside the paint on that one.
Well, we got a chance to firsthand watch something be created. I think we just watched an epidemic of passing. I've never seen something like this before. It was so contagious, everybody started to do it, and it ultimately led to the other team's demise.
If that's an epidemic, sign me up. Yes, and the foul, and a chance at 3 coming up.
And I know there's so much excitement about the play, but everybody looks at the player. More people need to pay attention to the guy at the end of the bench, the strength and conditioning coach, because this kid's been putting in the time and effort every day in the weight room.
Free throw's good to cap off the three-point play as they draw a tiny bit closer. To Adetokunbo. Short jumper off the mark. To Adetokunbo. Off the assist.
Contact on a drive can be a beautiful thing. Making those tough shots can really help you build a mental advantage over your defender.
Bucks basketball. Slams it down.
And when you get your prescription, you take your medicine and you call it a day.
Short jumper stays out. Fultz with the basketball. Looking to make something happen. Slams it down.
We call that get your money and put it in the bank.
Not that time. Slam dunk for Markelle Fultz.
I don't know if the scouting report has made its way out here yet, but if anything, it says you need to not let him get that close to the rim.
Gets it in the left corner. The Bucks at the controls. Miles Bridges to Fultz. Al-Farouq Aminu sends it away.
Oh, he blocked that with authority.
And the finish at the rim. Now a whistle, and we'll get a timeout called by Milwaukee as they'll make sure they're all on the same page here in the fourth quarter. Mixing things up. Hockey line substitutions. Both teams making changes.
Into the game for the Bucks, number 27.
Yes, and a foul. He'll have a chance at a three-point play.
He should get some kind of acting award. That's a great sell by the offensive player. But guess what? The refs bit, and that's the game.
Markelle Fultz at the line for a chance at a three-point play. A career 47% free throw shooter. Lowry into the front court. His guy's up by 15. Well done, Kyle Lowry. That's how it's done. He's 4 for 4 in the game.
Because in certain players' mind, it doesn't matter if they're amongst the trees or not. They're always going to be the giant in the paint.
Bucks at the controls. Yes, and the foul. And a chance at 3 coming up.
And I love the smile on the face of the offensive player. Sometimes luck is on your side. I don't know how that shot went in, but and one.
Markelle Fultz trying to cash in on the three-point play. He struggled so far. To Wiggins. And count the basket.
And there's nothing more mentally intimidating for your opponent than when your own teammates are unselfish and make sure that you get the ball because they want you to drop 70 on them, maybe like Devin Booker did last year.
And a whistle.
Just a tic-tac foul.
Markelle Fultz, a couple of free throws on the way. He struggled so far. Can't connect on the first free throw. Second one's good. Splits the pair.
And number 54, Danny Green.
Lowry to Wiggins. Cruises inside for 2.
This type of game needs to be celebrated. This is the type of culture that is fostered when you play with unselfish players. When you give up a little bit of yourself and you make your teammate look great, that's the difference between winning and losing. So when you see these guys smiling, when you see them giving each other high fives, that's because of the energy that was created from the pass. Pass is one of the most brilliant things we have in this game.
I like that.
So Lowry. Nothing going here on that drive. Well done, Kyle Lowry. The defense is really going to have to start paying attention. He's 5 for 5 for the field.
Sometimes when the players find that flow, nobody else needs to touch the ball. He's in the zone by himself.
To Fultz. Drives, but a shot won't go down. To Wiggins. A lot of contact on that play. He plays through it and scores.
And if you don't contest, he's knocking that down with ease.
Milwaukee with the basketball. Well, you can't do that.
That's just a blatant foul. Maybe he's trying to make a statement.
Markelle Fultz. He's got 2 shots coming. He struggled so far. And he connects on the first free throw. Second one off the mark. He goes 1 for 2. So Lowry. Oh, the touch at the rim. Count it.
You know, from a point guard perspective, one of the things that I learned when I played in the league was that the more I was willing to give the ball up, the harder other players were willing to run to their spots. The harder the bigs were running to the rim. The harder the three-point shooters were running to the three-point line because they knew they could be active recipients. And when they caught the ball, they knew exactly what to do with it.
Nope. First one does not go. Knocks down the second after missing the first. Greek Freak for 2. Gets a look. Can't hit. Miles Bridges to Gobert. And watch him do the rest. Slam dunk.
You never want to leave anything to chance when you attack the rim. You finish strong every time you headhunt.
That's what you like to see off the pick and roll. Nice, easy basket.
This is where I go back into player mode. If the dude starts to try to have 40 points on me, I'm going to foul out. I'm going to start hitting him in places he's not used to being hit. I'm trying to do anything to throw him off his game.
Count the basket at the rim.
Ooh, cool, calm, and collective. The 3 C's. His handles are effortless.
Oh, emphatic slam. At this point, they're twisting in the wind.
Were you looking for a response from me? Because I don't really know what else there is to even say. I mean, is this even a game? I mean, we should just start packing up and getting ready to go right now.
Markelle Fultz to Gobert. Passed it off. Dwight Howard pins it. Make that 7. Pascal Siakam. Going to launch beyond the arc. He'll take that any day.
I wasn't even sure if he saw the defense behind him. But what he did see was his teammates' eyes telling him where to pass for that easy catch and shoot.
It goes down.
Did you see that change of direction mid-flight? And also the English he utilized to spin the ball off the rim? That was a thing of beauty.
Fultz into the front court. His guys down. My goodness, did you see that, Jay?
That's nasty. Don't, just disrespectful.
Tough-looking shot there. Still gets it to go down. Lets it fly from beyond the arc. Too easy. Defense has to communicate.
I know he's a volume shooter. I know defensively at times you have to take your lumps. Might be time to adjust the scouting report, though. Start denying him the ball.
Rudy Gobert. Huge block. Superman. Dwight Howard. He's 3 of 5. 60% shooting from the field. Deep 3 at the buzzer. It's the Clippers who come away with the victory as they win this one in blowout fashion. That does it. For my partner Jay Williams and our entire crew, I'm Ed Cohen. This has been a presentation of the NBA on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. As we say, so long, everyone.
Here we go with the EA Sports post-game wrap-up. The Clippers got the win with a comfortable scoring margin. They did plenty of great things, but we all know what's going to be remembered are the dunks. And you know what? I'm going to remember nothing but the dunks as well. What you see here is how the majority of the points were scored for the Los Angeles Clippers. The Bucks put up a fight, but didn't get their hands raised at the end. I'm sure they can't help but feel frustrated with the result, but they can't let that feeling linger. Sooner than later, they need to start thinking about the next matchup. Check out the leading scores for the Milwaukee Bucks.
Game track. Assists.
The Los Angeles Clippers were very impressive in the way they shared the ball, giving each other the opportunity to not just take good shots, but great shots. That's what I believe made the difference for them in this game, that being the great assists.
Player of the game.
Being able to put up these kind of numbers is always impressive, but having the ability to lead and inspire is something special.
Who was cold?
What can you say about a guy like this? Except that he fits the title of this segment. He was definitely cold in this game. Here we go with the top 3 plays.
Number 2. Number 1.
Here's a look at the upcoming games for the Los Angeles Clippers. This has been a presentation of ESPN on EA Sports. Until next time, I'm Jalen Rose, signing off.
Thank you.